Hey y'all. So I wanted to give y'all an update on Wanisha Smith, okay? And those of you that aren't familiar, yesterday I did a video on her. Um, she she is getting charged with involuntary manslaughter, possibly upgraded to murder. But her child, her 1-year-old baby, was found in her apartment, and she had abandoned the baby in there for, it says, weeks. They're saying the doctors and the news and all that, I guess they're saying that it's been at least since May 16th. Her friends and stuff, they say they haven't seen the baby in months. But while the baby was dead in the apartment, I don't know if she was living there or if she was staying somewhere else. I am unsure of that. But apparently she was just living her life like nothing was wrong, and she was saying that the baby was with the grandmother the whole time, with her mom. Okay, but she has received a bond. She had first appearance this morning, and her bond was set at $1 million. It says, a mother charged with her son's death after firefighters found him dead in an apartment earlier this week left him alone, knowing doing so would cause him to die. Court records read, Wanisha Smith, 33, of Dayton, faces charges of involuntary manslaughter and child endangering after the 1-year-old was found Tuesday afternoon. Smith appeared in a Dayton courtroom on Friday for an initial appearance and entered a not guilty plea on the charges, and bond was set at $1 million. A preliminary hearing in the case was scheduled for June 19th. Smith told police she hurt the boy by bumping his head into a chair, rendering him unconscious and unresponsive. She also said she never attempted to provide medical care for him. Officers responded to an apartment complex in the 1800 block of James H. McGee Boulevard around 2 p.m. after receiving a call from a neighbor who had concerns about a bad smell coming from one of the residences. I think there's someone over there that's deceased, the caller told dispatchers. Dayton police said once they arrived at the apartment, they also requested the Dayton Fire Department to help. Out of a concern for the safety and well-being of anyone inside, the Dayton Fire Department was requested to the scene and assisted with entering the apartment. Firefighters located the remains of a small child who had clearly been deceased for some time. A call-out was then made for detectives from both the Dayton Police Department Special Victims Unit and the Homicide Unit. Court records show the child had been left in the apartment since approximately May 16th. The Montgomery County Coroner's Office said they are not able to release the name of the little boy yet. Several citizens helped lead police to Smith. Smith does have other children, none of which police say live with her. They also say that the children are safe. You know, this is crazy. Okay, first of all, yes, she probably did bump his head into a chair or something. Um, which is probably why it probably did cause him to be unconscious and unresponsive. But I'm sure, it wasn't an accident. Look how babies bump their heads all the time. This child was a year old. Okay, when babies are crawling, they bump their head. They bump their heads on the floor. They run into stuff. They bump their heads. Babies are durable. They're more durable than we are. And how hard did you hit the child? And that's the thing. She never even attempted to provide medical care for him. So she knew she hit him on the head. She knew he was unconscious. She never took him to the hospital. She just let him just stay there, knowing that he's unconscious, unresponsive. The baby could have possibly lived, but she knew that her actions could cause him to die. She purposely killed this baby. Regardless of how it started, if it was an accident, which I don't buy that at all. I mean, how accidentally hard do you hit your child on the head? You know? I mean, I just, that's crazy, you know? So I don't buy that. Not one bit. I mean, I have 4 kids, and all 4 of mine, I mean, they've bumped their heads. I don't know any child that has not bumped their head, you know? Or like when you have your child and you're carrying your kid through the house or something and they want to, this, we're talking about a 1-year-old, okay? Not a child who needs the back of his neck held and all of that. He doesn't need all that support. So you could be walking through the house, child rearing back, you turn the corner, kid might bump his head on the wall. I mean, I'm just saying, things happen, but nothing like this. I mean, you have to hit the child in the head hard for them to be unconscious. This was not a mistake. Um, and then you have to look at her actions, like I said, afterwards. She didn't even try to get the baby help. She left him. She left him in that apartment, and she pretended like he was alive. So I mean, I know they gave her a bond or whatever. 9 times out of 10, she's not going to get out. It's $1 million bond, but I mean, this is crazy. I'm so tired. I just don't understand how parents can do something like this to their children. This 1-year-old little boy. And the thing is, she has kids. She has children. I don't know why she doesn't have them, but she has other children. From what I understand, they live with their fathers. Maybe that's wrong information. I'm not sure. But I did see that on Facebook, you know. So it's just, if she already doesn't have her other kids, how many other kids she has, like 3 or 4, I think. If she doesn't have them and she's got this baby, you know, why would she? I don't know the reason of her not having her other kids, but I mean, most mothers don't just give their kids over to the dad. I mean, that just doesn't make sense, right? So, must be a reason why she doesn't have them. It just doesn't make sense. But everything's going to come out. Here, let me play this for y'all. Let's see.
Seven has learned new details in an investigation where a baby was found dead inside of an apartment in Dayton this week. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Adam Marshall. Officials say Wanisha Smith left her son there for several weeks, knowing it could cause him to die. News Center 7's Katie Anderson live outside of that apartment where that boy was found. Katie.
Well, Adam, this is where officials say they found the 1-year-old on Tuesday. This apartment complex is located here off of James H. McGee Boulevard. You can see there's a memorial here with balloons and stuffed animals. This memorial has continued to grow bigger throughout the week. In fact, we just saw someone drop off more balloons just moments ago. But today we have learned new details in this case. The baby's mother, 33-year-old Wanisha Smith, told police that she hurt the boy by bumping his head into a chair. She said he then became unconscious, but she never tried to get him any medical help. Officials said when they found the baby on Tuesday, they could tell he had been there for some time. Court records now show that the baby was left in the apartment since around May 16th, so almost a month. This morning, I talked to a woman who lives in this apartment complex. She told me she, as a grandmother of 18, that this hits too close to home.
really hurts deep down inside that somebody would do that to their child. You know, it hurts me, and I didn't even know him. You know, it's justice need to be served, and she is at fault at all angles with this, because she should have called paramedics.
Now, this investigation all started when neighbors called police and reported a bad smell coming from the apartment. The baby's mother, Wanisha Smith, is facing charges of involuntary manslaughter and child endangering. Now, we're told that she has several other children who do not live with her. Police say her other children are safe. This is a story that we will continue to follow right here on WHIO, and we'll bring you the very latest. But
Okay, so yeah, she's in there right now for involuntary manslaughter, but most likely it's going to get upgraded because, I mean, her actions, were things that she knew would cause the baby to die. I mean, he was unresponsive. She didn't get him help. She neglected that. She left him in the house. So even if he was alive and was going to wake up, I mean, you just left him there. She knew what she was doing, and then proceeded to lie about it and pretend to her friends and family like the baby was alive. Like he was just somewhere else. Every time they would ask, that would be the reason for her not having him. And I found out, I guess the father of the baby, he passed away previously. I don't know how, but apparently he's deceased. So that's why he's not around. Um, it's sad. It's very sad. That poor little baby did not deserve any of this. And she did not deserve to have children. She is one more of these women out here who does not deserve to have kids. Um, it's just so sad that all these little kids are losing their lives after, behind all of this. So I will be keeping y'all updated. Leave your comments and feedback below. If y'all would like to send me anything, you can do so in my email, or you can add me on Facebook. All my links are down below under the video. If y'all have not subscribed to my other channel, please click on the link down below. Subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Till the next time I talk to y'all, have a good day, and I love y'all. God bless and stay safe.